Hello. Hi. How you doing? Hi, Mom. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the Becky Brown Girl Show. I'm your host, Becky Brown Girl, and tonight's show is going to be 20 questions with your girl. Um, so I have my girl Sherry committed to participate, but if anyone else is interested in participating in the 20 questions game, um, just go ahead and put it in the chat for me, please. Um, hey, Des. I don't see her on yet. So, but I'm going to go ahead. What's my ethnic background? I'm black mixed with black. Yeah, I'm, good old down south black. All right, let me go ahead and add her. And I will introduce her. How y'all doing? How's your week going? Are you on TikTok? What do you think about them wanting to ban it? I don't know. I don't really care that much. I am on there, but hey, Ayana. Okay. Oh, she's good. I mean, she's here. All right. So, I just sent you an invite, Sherry. So hopefully you see it. Let me try again. And yeah, because the people want to see your beautiful face. They love when I, have my fine friends on here. Oh, you want to keep me in suspense? You don't see my request? All right, because I sent it to you. Okay, yeah, because I sent it to you a couple times. Otherwise, you might, when you came on, you might see something that says request to be added. Uh, okay, there you are. Perfect. Maybe I sent it to the wrong account. It's still, yeah, I know. Um, oh no, where are you?
Shut up. Can you see me?
Sure don't.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
Is it maybe your camera's turned around? Maybe.
Nope. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me try something else. Oh, you know what?
There she
Use
is.
an error. I forgot I had my camera on.
Miss
My
America.
camera cover on.
Hey,
Hey,
Sherry.
stay safe.
Okay, hold on. I'm just turning up the volume a little bit here. So, everyone, welcome Sherry.
Hey, everyone.
This she is she's new to the show. Hopefully she'll be back again, and she won't hate me after I ask her these questions. But anyway, before we get started, I just want to do a quick intro. Um, Miss Sherry was born and raised in White Plains, New York, but now lives in DC. She's the youngest of three girls with a BS in computer engineering and an MBA in management. Okay, boss babe. 20 plus years in the IT sector, 10 plus years in the beauty industry as a licensed cosmetologist. I don't think I knew that, actually.
You probably did. Not too many, no.
Okay, well, look what we're learning tonight. 3 plus years in the fashion industry, and she has impeccable style. So she definitely would have been a good guest to have on my show about how someone's style impacts your interest in them. But she's here now, so we probably talk about that a little bit. She is the president and CEO of Sherry John Image Consulting and a lover of all things fashion, food, beauty, and travel. So everyone, welcome Sherry. So say hi to the
Hey,
people. Is there
Hey people, what's up? What's good? What's poppin'? It's your girl Sherry. No, I'm just joking. I'm acting like I'm back home.
wait,
What's up?
wait, wait. Hold on. I forgot the most important part. She is Team Aries, Aries gang, 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 gang. Okay.
Yeah.
So you already know she's cool. All right. So I have 20 plus questions in different categories to
Okay.
ask you. And as I mentioned to you earlier, if you feel uncomfortable answering anything, feel free to pass.
Okay.
However, the people want to get to know you. Oh, also put your IG in the chat because
Okay.
Sherry has an image consulting business, as I just mentioned, and we want to run them numbers up. So um go
That's
follow my
right. Follow
girl.
your girl. Hey Rob. Hey everyone that I missed that said hey Sherry. Hey girl. Hey Yanni. Hey girl. Hey. Oh, what's up, Kamani? I'm sorry. These are some of
You
my
know
people that's
what?
coming on through now.
Good, good, good. Okay, so let me just address something really quickly before we
Okay.
get started. Actually, it's unrelated, but it's important, right? So, I've been doing this not quite a year, right? And I've had occasion to have like my friends on, people that I've gotten to know through doing the lives, cool and everything, right? Early on, I was just kind of inviting random people to join me. Sometimes it would be people I know, sometimes it wouldn't. I do find it's better for me to kind of know who's coming on here first. I think it makes it better. It flows better. But anyway, I'm saying this to say, right, y'all, whatever happens here, and then whatever happens after has nothing to do with me, okay? So, but I will say, if y'all are, making connections and acquaintances and whatever, post being on the show, keep it respectful, okay? Don't start acting crazy. Like I did a show about rejection and ghosting a couple weeks ago, as well as last year. So if somebody's not interested in you, keep it pushing, seriously, because listen, we can handle this. You know, you already
Yeah.
know where I'm
I
going.
already know where you going.
We
Don't
can
come in
handle
my
this
inbox
like
with no
some
foolishness
ladies.
because
Okay?
I ain't got time for it.
Exactly.
Unless you
Don't
try to do some business.
right. Don't make me turn into a true Aries, please. Okay. Anyway, so now that I got that out the way, let's get into these questions. Um, so young lady, I'll start with something easy.
Okay.
What's your favorite season?
Spring, because I'm a spring baby.
Facts. Okay. All right. Um, what is your dream career, and are you currently doing it?
That's funny. So my dream career was actually to be a cosmetologist, and I'm
Okay.
not really doing it right now. So my new dream career is to be a fashion image consultant. And yes, I am doing it right now.
Wonderful. See, I love to hear that. Okay. Um, we've talked about this before, and I know other people have told her as well, like in the past, because again, she has really amazing style. So I'm glad that, you are making your
Thank you.
dream a reality. Okay. So what is your favorite cheat meal? Don't worry, the question's gonna get juicier,
No,
okay?
I know.
I'm saying for the people, I'm just warming up.
Oh,
I'm just easing her in.
my favorite cheat meal, which really is not a cheat meal if you ask my trainers. So my favorite cheat meal is like a good steak, a
Okay.
baked potato with cheese on it and some asparagus. That's not even a cheat meal.
Really? So you're more of like a food person than like a snacker then?
Oh, I'm more like a food. I'm a foodie to the heart.
Yeah, no, I know you do. Yeah, she knows all the best restaurants to go to. So,
Oh,
um, okay. So, who is your celebrity crush?
dang. I really don't think I have one anymore. Actually, okay, so if I have to choose one, and I don't even know his name, so that's how much he really is in my celebrity crush. So I'm gonna have to pick his name. The little dude from All American, the British actor.
Ah, the main character?
Yes, him. Now I don't remember
Okay,
his
I don't.
name,
Yeah, I don't
but
know his.
I have to choose one. That would be him.
So that brings me to another question that I didn't put on here, but um, do you care about height then?
Yeah, yeah. However, it's a crush. However, I already know my husband's probably gonna be like 5'2", but I do care about height. I love tall men.
Have you dated?
Sorry.
But you have dated guys who were
Yeah,
under
no, no,
six
I
feet.
don't discriminate. If you under 6 feet, you gotta have something that I really like about you because I'm already short, and so we don't need to look like two midgets walking down the street. Can't do that. So, but no, I don't fully discriminate. But if I have a preference, it's definitely tall, 6 and taller.
Okay, I hear you. All right. So, in that same vein, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important are looks to you in a mate? One being not important at all, 10 being the most important.
The most important out of everything. I just gotta make sure, or just
I mean, yeah.
okay. So
Well, yes.
okay, so no, it's not the most important out of everything. So then I would have to say it's like a 7.
I think that's fair. Um, what is your biggest pet peeve?
People who don't say thank you. Like I can't stand if I hold the door open for you and you walk through. Do I look like a maid? Like, am I the doorman? You
Oh
can't say thank you.
no. No, when they do that, I say you're welcome, and then they're like, "Oh, yeah,
There's
exactly,
that.
exactly." See,
Or yeah. So not saying thank you, or me letting you in when you driving when I don't really have to, and you just
right?
go, you like put your hand up like thank you. I don't like that.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. So, okay. Um, if you could live anywhere in the world, in or outside of the U.S., hence the world, where would that be?
If I could live anywhere in the world, I know people are gonna kill me probably for not saying Africa, but it would probably be Spain. When I went to Barcelona, I loved it. I actually thought about moving there.
Yeah, I went there a very long time ago, and I really liked it as well. But yeah, I was thinking, the motherland
I mean,
for
yeah,
myself.
that's what people expected me to say. I got to switch it up a little bit. Spain.
Go where your heart takes you, right? Okay. So for a group dinner, split the check evenly, pay for what you order, or ask for a separate check.
So normally it depends. If I know you,
Okay.
then we're just splitting the check. If I
Mhm.
don't know you and you ordering steaks and lobsters and bottles of wine and all this other stuff, because that's happened to me before, give me my own check.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not mad at that because people be like, "Oh, well, you should just split it." Yeah, but some people like go crazy ordering a bunch of drinks and ordering the most expensive everything.
Yeah,
Okay, but if I didn't eat all that, why I got to pay for your overindulgence? I'm just saying.
exactly.
But if
Because I
it's
eat a lot.
reasonable,
Right.
if it's reasonable and everyone's like, about the same, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not going to ask you to pay for my meal because I eat a lot. I know at least by myself, I'm going to pay at least 150 by myself. If you just ordered a salad, I'm not going to be like, girl, split this bill with me.
that's how it should be, I feel like. But okay. Monogamy or polyamory?
Monogamy.
Exactly. Um, all right. So in that same vein, when you're single, is it date 'em all sis or one at a time?
So this new me is one at a time.
But you have in the past been date 'em all.
Yeah, they do it.
I've tried it and I feel like it's a lot.
It is. Oh, it definitely is a lot. But that was a phase I was going through because I'm like, man, these men ain't worth and they do it, so I'm gonna do it. But now I just, just one at a time.
Well, now how long, this is not on my list of questions, but just out of curiosity, how long will you date someone? Because the disadvantage I feel of dating one person is if they waste your time. Like
Hmm.
if they're just stringing you along and it's not actually ending up going anywhere, then like how long are you willing to date them before you see some like progress in the relationship?
So I think there's no set time frame on how long I will date a particular person. But first, before I even decide to date you, I need to make sure that your goals and aspirations are on the same page as
Yeah.
mine. If not, then there's no point in me dating. But if I see it's not progressing to a more serious level
Mm-hmm.
or some point in marriage, I'm not wasting my time. And if I can determine that in a month, I'm good. If I can determine that in 2 weeks, then I don't need to date you anymore. So I think it just really depends on what I'm getting from the person.
I feel similarly, but yeah, I'm not like I said I'm now like from now on I'm just asking like what you want. Now people, will say, "Oh, well, men will lie." Okay, maybe you'll try, but I'm also watching what you're doing. So if whatever you said you want doesn't align with what you're doing, then it ain't gonna take me that long to figure it out. Bye, dummy.
Exactly. You can't hide, but for so long, like the real you comes out.
Exactly. Okay. So moving on. What's more important to you, chemistry or compatibility?
Compatibility. I feel like
Okay.
chemistry can die, but can
It
I be?
can.
Am I compatible? Can I see myself with you long term? I've had a lot of
Mm.
chemistries and they've gone nowhere.
Yes, they do tend to like fizzle out, right?
Yeah.
They're very exciting in the beginning, though, not gonna lie. So, okay. Um, okay. So getting a little bit more on the spicy side,
Hmm.
if you were married and caught your mate in the act of cheating, are you walking out and heading to divorce court, cheating back, or will there be slow singing and flower bringing?
It's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing. While I don't condone cheating at all by any means,
Hmm.
but marriage to me is not dating. And so when I made a commitment to God, I made a commitment to God, to my husband, and I will at least give him another chance. Now, if he's a habitual cheater, he got to go. But I'm not going to cheat to make you feel better about yourself because that's all cheating does. It's like, oh, now we even. I don't got time for that.
Yeah, well, but then but also, they can't handle what they
They
can't
definitely can't. And they
take
actually,
what
but
they
we
miss out.
right. If you cheat in return, you're going to get divorced anyway because as soon as they find out, they
You know what though? You think that, right? Because that's what a lot of men will say on the socials, but in reality, I don't think that's always the way it goes down. Like,
we
yeah, their
probably right.
ego and their pride are going to be hurt, but some of them will suck it up.
Check it out. You're right.
Some of them, but like very few would actually admit that in public. So, anyway, all right. So, what is a piece of advice you would give your younger self?
Uh, a piece of advice that I would give my younger self is to have more confidence in myself. And so
Okay.
it's not to say that I don't have confidence now or didn't have confidence, but I think a lot of times we let society and what we see impact what we think we can be or what we can
Yep.
do. And so I think that's what I would tell myself, like, shoot for the stars. Like, if it don't work, you just get up and try again.
Exactly. Like we only get to do this one time. So, you gotta go hard or go home, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of, is it YOLO or proceed with caution? I think you just answered my question, but
It's kind of a mix of
yeah,
both for me.
yeah, I feel that. I feel like that's, the spirit of an Aries.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Huh. That's a good question. If I had 24 hours to live, what would you do, Sharon? I think I would travel all of however many places I can hit across the country.
Okay. By yourself?
Yep. I don't need no headaches. I'm about to die. Let me die in peace.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. Okay. Um, all right. So similarly, if you could know how and when you will meet your demise, would you want to know?
Part of me says no, but part of me says yes. I mean, if I'm gonna know my expiration date, I need to know my game plan to prepare for when it happens.
Yeah, I'm torn. I'm torn on that. I'm torn on that. I don't know. Okay, anyway, but this is about you. So, who pays for the first date?
Say it again.
Who pays for the first date?
Him. I
Exactly.
didn't ask him out, so you say.
Okay. So, similarly, then, if you were on a date having a great time with a guy, like you really, speaking of chemistry, like you really, were feeling him, right? And when the check came, he he asked you out though. Okay. When the check came, he didn't have the money to pay for it, but he said he'd cash app you the money after and didn't. And then he asked you out again a week later because you had a great time with him. Would you go?
No, he's not getting a second date.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Mm. Hard
All
no.
right. Okay. If you won the lottery and you had the choice between, I'm sorry, this is not that question. It's gonna be that question now. Then. If you won the lottery and you won, hmm, would you take a lump sum if it was, let's say, 20 million, and you know they're gonna tax it heavily, or would you take an annuity?
Man, give me my lump sum because I don't be thinking the government give you all your money anyway when they do it. So give me my money. I think about my taxes. All the taxes I pay, when I get my tax return, I don't get all that money I just gave you. Give me my lump sum.
Nope. Okay. All right. Where's your favorite vacation spot or place you've never been but really want to visit?
So I really want to visit Seychelles.
Okay. Do you well, it sounds like you travel solo sometimes or
Yeah,
you're willing to do that. Okay. All right.
if you haven't
Um
done it, if nobody has done it, I highly recommend it. It's once you
oh,
do it
you've
once, you know.
been
Yeah, I love traveling by myself. I mean, I love traveling with people, but traveling by myself, you get
stress free, right?
it's stress free, and you get to meet some people. Won't speak to you as much as they will when you're a group of people.
Yep.
When you're with a group of people, as they will when you are solo. So,
I agree. Now I went I've done two solo trips. The first one I was, meeting people along the way. The second one I did meet some folks, but it was like towards the end because it was during
mhm,
COVID. I went to Costa Rica and I went because I wanted to like do adventurous stuff.
right.
Um so I didn't really spend a lot of time on the resort like I would have, if it was like a vacation or something.
Oh
But
yeah,
but so it was cool, but because it was during COVID, I feel like people were really much more kind of to themselves. Like, if they came as a couple or a family or whatever, they weren't like, how people get on
right.
vacation, get
Yeah,
and
it's
having
probably
a good
because of
time.
COVID. Now
Yep.
go do it now. They'll be all up in your face.
Okay. So, famous or anonymous? Which would you rather?
Anonymous.
Okay.
Anonymous. Yeah, don't pay me to be
Um,
famous.
since I know you're a Christian, would you date or marry someone of a different religious background? No. Okay.
Nope, done it
What
before.
if,
It doesn't work.
okay, well, I was about to say, what if he was a man of your dreams, but if you've done it already and that ain't for you,
You ain't the
then
man
all right.
of my dreams. God ain't gonna send me a man that ain't Christian.
Okay. Since I know you're active and like to work out,
Mhm.
would you date a man, or would I should say, would you get serious with a man who was like had an extreme weight issue and he wasn't really interested in being active, but he had a lot of other really phenomenal
So
qualities?
I'm laughing because how you tried to finagle your way around that first part of the question.
say,
It's
he's
really
out of
good.
shape and you're not attracted to him. Like, you gotta have something that you
So
like, right?
no.
Okay.
Um, I'm not saying he has to be muscular, but um, I'm into fitness. I'm into being active. I'm into health, and not saying you have to like be the healthiest thing alive, but there's nowhere in the world that I can be with someone who doesn't align with me in that area. We got like we go together.
I agree. I mean, also because it's not just about the aesthetics, which obviously, they matter, right? But also because, like, we ain't getting no younger. And if you're, chilling and, eating and drinking and smoking everything and thinking, like, that's not going to have an effect on you, it's cumulative. Like,
Exactly.
you're not 20 years old.
Exactly.
So,
And then it's still death do you part. And so I got to take care of you, but not because you just became ill because of stuff, but because you came ill because you didn't take care of yourself properly.
right,
That's not fair.
right. No,
I want my husband to live a long time.
exactly. Okay. So, how would your friends describe you?
So they would say I'm bossy,
No.
but I just say I'm direct. They would say I'm bossy, but they would say that I'm loyal, I'm kind, um, that I will go above and beyond to support you, and that I'm nice, but you don't want to cross me.
You know what I realized that I just consider myself like a pretty nice person. I'm not as nice as I thought I was. And that's okay. Like I'm at this point I'm more treating like I try to be considerate of people, right?
Mhm,
But if they're not considerate back, then now you're gonna get what you give, right?
mhm.
And of course if I care about you, then I care to be nicer, even though sometimes I might not be. But I'm not like actively trying to be mean. I'm just not super nice like I thought I was.
It doesn't mean that you're not nice. You're just not super nice like you thought you were. Now, I'm not like happy-go-lucky nice.
Yeah, like that type of
That's
nice.
not
Nah,
that's
that's
not
not me.
me.
That's
Yeah,
not
most
me.
people wouldn't even think I'm nice because if they go off of my face, I don't really smile a lot. But when they get to meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're cool." Like, yeah, yeah. You just gotta get past the face.
Okay, so what's something you plan to scratch off your bucket list in the next year?
Mm. In the next year, I
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move. I
And
don't know
where?
where. I
Okay.
want to leave here.
Okay. Okay. How long have you, if you don't mind
Oh
sharing, how long have
yeah.
you been in the DC area?
Whew,
Area.
20, 20 years. 20 years, yeah. I moved here in January of '04.
Okay.
So I've done my due diligence here.
Do you think you would move south, west, north?
Um, definitely not back north, although I love north. It would be leaning more towards the south and or the west because I do love LA. So
Okay.
somewhere between those two.
Okay. You know what? I haven't been keeping track of the number of questions anyway, so
Me neither.
I'm gonna ask you a few more though. But all right. So um, hold on. Okay, 90-day rule or go with the flow, and you know what I mean.
Go with the flow.
Exactly. We grown, right? Uh, so hold on. What's a breaker in a mate?
Bad hygiene.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot more, but I'm just gonna start there.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm not really giving you no whole bunch of options, so okay. Your favorite part on a man.
Mm.
Wait, what do you
I was
I'm sorry.
trying to I was
Wait,
trying to figure out between the two. So
okay.
it's back.
Okay. Who was
Hmm
the other one?
But I like a nice butt. I don't know why men think that they don't have to work on their butts. That's a lie. I don't want a flat wall. I like a little. It ain't got to be a donkey, but it needs to have like a nice little curve.
It's nice. It's nice when it's, it's shaped
Right.
nice. Not like flabby. Like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
sorry, fellas, but all right, Rome. So, all right. So I have, I'm gonna ask you like a few more questions. Again, I don't, I wasn't keeping track of the numbers.
It's
So,
fine. We good.
um, okay. A preferred first date, a coffee date, a fun activity and a light meal, dinner at a movie, a high-end restaurant, or a concert.
Coffee date.
Really?
Mm.
Okay, now you have to elaborate on that because, I've always been like, you gotta, like, that's not enough effort for me. But I don't know. Well, so,
So
so tell me why.
this is my take on it. A coffee date is just the amount of time for me to tell whether or not I want to see you again. It's our first date. So talking to me on the phone and via text, everyone does usually is good at that.
Are
Now, how we well, not everyone, but a good majority of people can be good. How you are face to face to me is totally different. So in that coffee date, I can be like, because coffee you can drink what in like 15 minutes. I'm like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. I'm not gonna waste my time because if I go to dinner, I've stuck with you for an hour, and I don't want to make small talk.
I don't like small talk either, but would you ever, if you were on a bad date, would you ever just like leave in the middle of it? Or have you ever done that?
No, I haven't, and I wouldn't because I do think that is rude. Um, but I would make note to self that like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. But coffee dates all day for me, please. We don't gotta waste either one of our times. Now, if it's good, we can expand the coffee date, but the coffee date is 15, 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes. Do I like this dude? Yeah, nah, it ain't really going nowhere. I can go home. Do I like him? Oh, what you doing? You wanna go grab something to eat real quick? Yeah.
Right, I guess. So I was always of the opinion like, well, we should talk, like you said, on the phone. I mean, texting for sure, I don't think is a sufficient way to get to know someone. Um, I feel like talking on the phone and seeing if the conversation is flowing, that's not a guarantee that when you meet in person that energy and vibe is going to translate. Um, but if the conversation is dry over the phone, then I'm like, okay, well, I don't care if I was attracted to you or not. Then like, why would I
Right.
even bother?
But
Like, if I feel like I'm forcing conversation out of you, that's painful. I absolutely not.
I've been in situations where the conversation has been good on the phone.
Hmm.
And then when we got in person, it was dry. And I was like, I'm sitting here for an hour, like, dude, like, can you hurry up and eat so we can leave? I can
Now,
go my way, you go yours.
now, was it someone that you met online
Yeah,
or?
I met that person. Maybe that's why. It was someone I met online.
It's like it's never the same as because the thing is, even if you meet somebody in person, you might not have a long enough exchange with them like in an initial meeting to establish like whether there's a real connection either.
Right.
However, um I feel like people like, and I've talked about this before, how people can be so much different online than they are in real life. Like they're full of personality online, but then it's like people have gotten very socially awkward in
We've
person.
had this conversation
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
It's like I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. Like and in a certain respect, I think that even though it was intended to bring people together, it definitely has made some people more socially awkward.
Yeah.
Um, it's like you don't know how to interact with a human when you get around them. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. In some situations, I saw a reel. Not to digress, but I
Mhm.
am. I saw a reel that this content creator posted. And it was, like supposed to be a point of view of her at some networking event. Um, yeah, meanwhile, you see her, she's got all this personality. She's married, her and her husband like do content together. And, she's just kind of sitting off to the side, like talking to herself in this networking event, right? And you'd think when you see these people online and then you meet them in person, they'd be like all this personality. And,
Exactly.
sometimes it just doesn't translate that way. I don't know.
If someone over here said they're them and their wife, their first date was at Starbucks. Let's see, it works. You have to grab someone's attention. It takes a lot to keep someone's attention at a coffee shop because all you have at that point is the talk. You don't have entertainment to keep you focused. You're not doing anything to keep you entertained. So we really have to have an in-depth conversation. And I feel like when you're talking to someone face to face, it's easier for people to fluff on the phone, especially if you're not doing a video call. But when I'm in your face, if we have nothing to do but talk, now I can tell if you really, really are sincere. And then that's good
That's
for
true.
confidence. Yeah.
Well, and
Because I don't know.
also, are the topics of conversation? Because if their interest in you, is just a hit, then that the conversation is going to be very abbreviated and is going to be very much like, how can I guide the conversation to that topic, and then take it to no. But but the thing is, I also kind of feel like you can glean that from a phone conversation,
You think so?
like.
People are good. People are good. People are good. People will give you just enough to reel you in. They'll make you think. Just think about it. If that was the case, a lot of us already be in relationships. People can say the good stuff up front to make you think it's all sweet, and then you be like, "This ain't. I ain't signed for
This
this."
ain't what
At least I didn't
you
think I
want.
did.
No, the thing is, I've definitely gotten bamboozled by the nice word. Like if they're fine
Yeah,
and they saying the right stuff, I'm like, damn you.
exactly.
But but now I don't care. I'm like, okay, so like what do you want?
There's
And some
nothing wrong with that.
would you say?
I said, there's nothing wrong with asking someone. They will make women think that you shouldn't ask men, what are your intentions? What
Yeah.
are your intentions? You're not going to waste my time. And yes, you can lie. But like you said, you will figure it out sooner rather than later.
Yeah. I mean, yes, they'll go all around the world, not to get to the point, but okay. Hey, Bo. All right, so, all right, I got like two more questions for you, and then I'm gonna bring on
Who is
my boy.
Ratchery? I don't know why I love his name or her name. Sorry. Hey,
No, no,
Ratchery. Oh,
no, it's a guy. It's a
okay.
guy. His name is Rome. Actually, I'm gonna bring him on in a minute. He said to add him. Somebody else has sent me a request, but I don't see them now. So
Exactly. Some are walking on eggshells on the first. But that's true. Some are. But that's what I don't need you to be walking on eggshells on your first time meeting. I need you to come with your sincere, true, authentic self because that's what I'm coming with. And that's where we have the conversation of people are a certain way, either online or when you're talking to them. And then when you meet them in person, it's like, I don't have time for you to be on eggshells. You need to just be real.
yeah, yes, I definitely don't. I don't want you to meet your representative. I mean, to an extent, that's what you're going to meet anyway, because everyone wants to put their best foot forward in the beginning. But at the same time, I value authenticity. So I want you to be yourself. I'm not saying like come on a date and like fart in front of me. I'm not saying do that. Like that's a little bit too much. I'm saying, but I want you to be you. I don't want you to try to like impress me with like an expensive date if that's not what you can afford, right?
Exactly.
um I want you to I do care generally that you put some effort into it, which is why I think it's important to have the conversation in the beginning so you kind of know what people are interested in,
Right.
so you find something that's of common interest. um so maybe I would contemplate. I don't know if I'm gonna do a coffee date. I don't know.
To try, tell you, try it once, try it once, because it doesn't have to end at the coffee date, right? But at the coffee date, you will know. You don't have to sit there for a while. I'm at the point when I was younger, I'd be like, "Well, take me to get something to eat. I can buy my own food. I don't need your money. I can buy my own food." But I'm not about to sit here and play with you, play no games, and eat with you for an hour, and I just not feeling it. take me to coffee. If we're feeling it, let's go grab something to eat. If I don't drink anymore, but if we've done eating, you want to go do some activity, let's do that. But coffee, try it. Tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I'm all right. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. So, all right. Anyway, okay. What is your favorite stress reliever?
A massage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it. I got so emotional because I need one right now. A massage.
Okay. Who is your favorite MC?
Oh. Oh, this, I don't know. I know, but I
All right, your
don't
top
know.
five, top five, top five.
Okay, so Pop, Biggie, Nas, um, uh, I know y'all gonna be like, what? But I love Chuck D. I know. It's old school.
Oh,
Um,
people don't say old school though, usually. So,
and you know who I actually like before they became mainstream, and it's not a male, but Lil Kim.
okay, yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah.
That is my girl, yo. Now I'm gonna fart. Somebody said they're gonna fart.
Oh, see somebody else like Chuck D. Thank you.
Do not come on a date farting, okay? Please.
Yeah, don't do that. That's nasty. Oh,
Okay.
I like Scarface too. I do. You know what? See, it's so many people. Scarface is good too.
Okay. So, all right. Physically, what's more important to you attraction wise, body or face?
Mm, mm. That's a hard question. Okay, hold on. Let me think
Yeah.
about this.
That's more like a question I was gonna ask a guy because I figure women, even though we want to be attracted to, our meat as well, don't tend to put as much emphasis on like we give men more grace, I feel
Yeah,
like.
see, and maybe because I'm not so active, it, I'm just gonna go with face. Yeah, I'm gonna pick face for yeah.
Okay. All right, one more question for you. So, oh, um, since you're a stylist and obviously have great style, what would you with no, that wasn't the question I wanted to ask you. Remember, I told you I was writing these on my way home. Anyway, okay, so I have a two-part question related to style then.
Okay,
One is what would you wear on a first date? Assuming it's not the coffee date now. This is like, he's taking you out, somewhere else.
like a fancy date.
I know it really depends on like the type of place you're going, but yes, assume it was like a fancy date.
So my uniform outfit. I know some people will disagree. A lot of stylists they want to dress up. My uniform outfit. I'm always going to have a pair of jeans. I feel like
Okay.
that is your standard. That is your bottom tier of the pyramid, and then I
Hmm.
can add my investment pieces and my statement pieces. I feel like you could take a pair of jeans and dress them up and make them look like you just spent $200 on it. So it's going to be a pair of jeans. I'm not really a dress girl. I will wear them, but I'm not really a dress girl.
Charity
You'll
has
see
great,
me.
great legs. Just saying.
You know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. I do like my legs, but I don't really wear them out much. But a pair of jeans and some kind of funky top and some shoes and some jewelry.
Okay, so on the style question,
Hmm.
because you're very much into fashion and style, would you date someone who did not match your fly? Like the way they dressed was like not just it was but it was bad, and they just didn't care about it. But
I
like
would.
now,
I would, because I can work with that. I may not be able to work with your looks, and some other stuff. But I can work with your fashion. I can, you can, I can say, baby, I think this will look good on you.
What if he wasn't open to it though? What if he was like, nah, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to dress, he just wants to be, he just wants to dress like schlubby, or he thinks it's a waste of money and he won't let you spend money on. I'm just trying to make this, as hard as possible for you to decide.
I mean, I have dated men that have been resistant.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, listen, if you want me to still be attracted, just like you want me to look a certain way and maintain myself a certain way to appeal to you, then I need the same in return.
Okay.
I used to have an ex that was like resistant to it until one day I was like, you need to put this outfit on. And then he went out and got all these compliments. I was like, see, I know what I'm talking about. And then he started dressing better.
Exactly.
So I'll
Exactly.
just buy him pieces here and there. Like, oh, you know what? I saw this. You should try this on. And then I'll just incorporate it into his wardrobe. Yeah.
You smart, right? Okay. All right. So I think we will end on this question. Okay. No,
Okay.
two more. Sorry.
Okay, I'm having fun.
Well, in fact, I could bring somebody else on with you, but I wanted you to have
Yeah.
your own time to shine.
Okay.
Um, so
Because
let
I
me.
ain't on here often. So yeah, give me my little time.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a couple more, and then I'm gonna bring somebody else on, as well. So, okay, one of your most embarrassing moments.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I remember this as if it was yesterday. So I was at a contractor. So we were on our customer site,
Mhm.
and we had a big meeting. All of our employees were there from different offices. So we're walking out of the building, and I had these wide leg pants on with these huge cuffs. I don't know
Oh no.
how. We're on cobblestone. I don't know how. At this point in time, my heel decides to get stuck in my cuff, right?
No.
So I was sliding across the cobblestone in front of everybody. So for me, I thought it was funny. I get up and laugh. Now this is the where it becomes even more embarrassing. I
Uh-huh.
then get inside because we had to cross over to go to the next building. I then get inside of the next building
Mhm.
where these fine behind security guards, and same thing happens, and I go sliding across the floor. So from the cobblestone to the floor,
Oh
I fell
no.
twice in front of a bunch of people. And then the second time it didn't help because they were fine men and they laughed at me, which they should have because it was funny.
Well, somebody helped you up at least.
They did after they laughed,
Oh,
but
that's all right.
it was worth a good laugh. So yeah, that was probably my most embarrassing moment. Not once falling, but twice.
It happens to the best of us, lady. All right, so one more question for you.
Okay.
Um, I try not to make them too, I try to keep them like PG-13. But
Okay.
anyway, so on the last time I did this, I asked a question, like an indecent proposal question.
Hmm.
So, if you were in a scenario where, you were away on vacation or whatever, and some woman approached you and your man and was like, I think he's really fine. I'm very attracted to him. And, I'll pay y'all $1 million if you let me sleep with him. And you had to see, this is the kicker, right? You had to listen, right? You didn't have to be there in the room, but you had to listen.
I'm sorry. I just got the old woman smoker cough laugh going on.
Yeah, me too.
So, okay, I'm listening. Would I do
Okay. Yeah. A
no.
million tax-free dollars. Tax-free. I mean, I know a million is not like 10 million, 50, 100, but
Yeah, that
a little
money
something.
will be, all money ain't good money, right? And I
So for
feel like
no amount of money.
no,
Hmm.
cause I feel like once you open that door, that's a hard door to close after that. It's like, okay, well, you thought you could offer me up to a woman, so now I can just go and sleep around with other women. Now I'm good. Mm-mm.
Okay.
We go home with the same money we had. We ain't know no better before that $1 million was offered to us.
Well, even if that $1 million would like, change the trajectory of your life. I mean, I don't know.
Cause
I
I'm like,
wouldn't.
especially I gotta listen, and then she doing something that you making noises. No. It won't. First of all, it won't even last because if you tell me I gotta, I'm already breaking in the door. So let's not even. Let's just spare all of us from going to jail.
Yeah, nah. You know what? In theory, it sounds like
It sounds good. You're like, oh, that money, but then when you, no, I'm not doing
I'm
that.
I'm
I'm not
too
listening to my
crazy for
band.
that.
Nah.
I, I'm too crazy for that. So nah, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So so hang on. I'm
Okay.
just gonna add I'm gonna add Rome. I don't think.
Is that ratchery? I don't know why.
Yes.
I should admit. I don't know why the
Yes.
all names. That's the one I remember. Like, who would? Robin said split the money. Oh, Rohan. Sorry, I didn't mean to say your name wrong. Rohan said split the money. Yeah.
You know what? The last time I did it, I said, yeah, because I mean you're together, right? So both of you should get a cut. But I can't remember if I said the person who did it was getting more money or yeah. Anyway, she is Venus said I met a handsome man in sweats, no big deal. We went out and he was dressed like Lil Uzi Vert. Oh hell no, yeah, nah. I mean, especially not at this big age. Anyway,
That is
um, okay, so I'm gonna add Rome, but then
okay.
just some of these other questions real quick. Mr. Let's Go Now says, what does a night at home with your other half consist of? Hair down, shorts, and a tank night. I
Was
mean,
that a question or that's a question and comment?
he's asking what does that consist of? Like if you're just home chilling with your mate,
Oh,
what does
oh,
night
oh,
consist
my
of?
hair can't come down too long, but it is definitely going to be in some sweats or shorts, a t-shirt or tank top, depending on the season. And I'm a black girl, so you probably gonna get this good old scarf on my head. But we gonna have a good meal because I'm gonna cook a good meal. We're gonna watch some TV or movie. We're just gonna chill and relax.
So wait a minute. So then I have a question for you
Mm-hmm.
because some people complain about scarves and bonnets. And then some you guys don't care. They be like, they like the bonnet love.
Listen,
Loving.
if you got an issue with me wearing my scarf and my bonnet, then I need you to wake up every day, sir, to do my hair and or for it to be paid to get done. Because this ain't white girl hair, okay? This black girl hair. So actually, it may look cute going to bed like this. When I wake up in the morning, it's not gonna look like this.
I feel like that's when you really go in because, you're not caring about, looking a particular way. You just,
I know it regardless, but I need this hair to be laid intact because it take a. He would think because your hair is short, it don't take as much work. It take a lot of work to do hair.
nah, listen, I feel that. So,
You gonna get
okay.
this scarf and be happy with it.
All right. So I'm adding Rome. Oh, okay, that was fast. I didn't even get to say I was adding you. There you are. Okay, so this is Ratchery, aka Rome.
Hey,
What's good? What's
Say
good?
hi to the people. All right, speak up.
How you doing, people? How y'all doing, people? Can you hear me okay?
Okay, so you can't. Yeah, now I can hear you. I don't have no, bio for you like I did for the young lady. However, Rome, Big Rome is the homie from BK. Um, I mean, you can tell the people what you do. He's been on here before, so some of y'all, already know his
Okay.
background. But
Okay. So my background is I am actually a detective here in New York. Been in law enforcement going on 25 years. I'm also life insurance agent, big in investments, real estate investor. Um, that's about it. Something like
okay, so
that.
welcome, Rome. All right, so all right, what's the best gift you've ever received?
Best gift I've ever received, I will have to say it was a Daytona Rolex.
Was that from a boo?
No,
or
not at all.
oh, okay.
Real estate gift.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I was about
that's
to say,
gonna
well,
be
who was it
nice.
from?
Yeah,
You
I'm like, what
said,
else? That shit.
Hey, I was doing real estate back in the day, early on. My nickname was Hustle, so I was doing deals. They decided to give me a Daytona Rolex.
nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. Okay. All right. Monogamy or polyamory?
Monogamy. Yes, monogamy. It's the poly life. Listen, it's a very tricky subject. If you're not about it, if you're not about that life, don't try it.
No, I agree, but some people want to do monogamy, in the public and polyamory behind closed doors. Like you can't do polyamory if both people in the main relationship
Nah,
aren't with it. That's not
yeah.
polyamory. That's cheating.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do that. If you're doing a poly life, you got to be in that life with your mate because it's a very tricky
Yeah,
situation.
and your mate
Um,
in that life too.
yeah, you got to be comfortable with that life because hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So you got to be prepared for it.
Big facts. Okay, so um, okay, when single, date them all, bro, or one at a time. See, this
Um,
is not applicable to men, I feel like, because, it's a double standard. It's not a thing for men to date multiple women. They don't, I mean, yeah, they don't get judged for doing
Right.
that. That's just what y'all do. The way women get judged.
true. Well, from my experience, it is date one, not date multiple. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about dating and having intercourse with somebody. So, that's the breakdown. When a man is going to date with a woman, he's going to go out on a date. He's going to date a specific woman, a particular woman. He just may be dating that one.
He's just saying this because he's online.
I was about
No,
to say, Rome, is this really what you think, or are you just saying that to please the ladies? No,
I
I'm
ain't
just
trying
joking.
to please nobody. But at
Liars.
the end of the day, listen, it all depends. It all depends on the situation. It all depends on who you are. I mean, everybody's different. Some people are gonna operate a different way. Some people will date multiple women. Um, hey, that's up to that dude.
If
Um,
you're dating multiple women, like let's say if that was your approach, do you let that be known up front, or you just, when they want to have a conversation about exclusivity, you just try to play it like, well, you know
it depends.
my thing is, I go, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm always going to go into the situation assuming, I mean, hopefully he's not married or in an actual relationship already, right? But if he's single, I'm assuming he's dating other people. Like, especially if he has anything, like if he doesn't have anything going for himself, I don't want to date you in the first place.
So,
If you have something going for yourself and you're single, then you're definitely dating multiple people.
so,
Like, come on now.
so here's the thing. Some some guys are gonna say, "Yeah, I'm dating multiple women. I'm dating other people." Some guys are gonna say, "I'm not dating other women." Because at the end of the day, depending on the woman that you're talking to, she may be in that space where I want the attention. It's supposed to be only me. And so the minute he says, well, yeah, I'm dating somebody else as well, she's gonna be like, oh no, I'm cutting you off.
Okay,
So she cuts him.
well,
So,
then
but
that's like,
she cuts
just
him
because
off.
you, the thing is, just
But
Right.
because you,
but at the same time, what is she doing? She's dating multiple people at the same
maybe not.
time. But here's the thing: it all depends. Like I said, every situation is different. It all depends. You gotta figure it out for
You're
yourself.
not,
You're gonna say,
you're never really gonna know. Like, you
Right.
just have to take
yeah.
your word.
Like I said, it all depends. Listen, I've been in that situation where, hey, I cut everybody off. I was dating one. Come to find out, what was she doing? A whole
She was for
different
the
ball game.
streets.
She was a
No,
whole different ball game. So, like I said, it's a different situation. It all depends. Like if you tell somebody, listen, yeah, I'm dating, I'm seeing two people. She's gonna she's gonna take the ball and run with it because at the same time she's gonna be like, well, you're dating other people. Well, what time do I have? When am I going to see you? Oh, I want to see you right now. I can't see you right now because I'm busy doing something else. Or next thing you know, her mind is going to be through the roof. Oh, well, why can't I see you right now? Yo, because I was working. No, you was some chick.
Well, she can't get mad at that because if she if she still wanted to date you, knowing that you dating other people, then that's just something she got to deal with. Like I don't like that. Like you can't get mad at the dude if he is out with somebody else when you accepted that role of being a part of the group of people he's dating.
And I've seen plenty of women that have done it.
They're gonna get, but like, yeah, they shouldn't, in theory, because she's right. They accepted it, which is why I was talking about people being honest in the beginning. But y'all don't like being honest. Y'all don't like saying what it is.
But listen, and also at the end of the day, dating multiple women is expensive.
Well,
That costs a
see,
lot of
so
money.
but that is really the thing, though, because a lot of guys want to play the role because they're trying to get as many notches on their belt as they can. Like, does that never get old? Like, we are like at a very big age. That never gets old to you, sir? I mean, I
Yeah,
understand
listen.
that y'all like, the new cat and you like variety and everything, but come on, like there's more to life than that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, listen, that's expensive. I'm in New York. Listen, New York, going out in New York, it's gonna cost a lot of money. You want to keep doing that over and over and over, trying to just chase some tail, for what? Just you want to get your rocks off? No. If you listen, at the end of the day, if you want to establish yourself with a relationship, find a good woman, then you're gonna do what you're gonna do. It's about being wrong. If you're gonna be serious about dating somebody and you wanna spend time with somebody, be upfront about it, or you figure it out. I mean, that's just literally, life.
Yeah, I do think that and I've said this before, I think that, dating multiples is I won't say like a rich man's sport, but a more well-off man's sport but see, Sherry, this was the point I was getting at about them coffee dates. Because if they want to try to take everybody on a coffee date, okay, well, that's not going to cost you nothing. But
Damn
you
right.
can
Hey,
only
shit.
do that. You can only do that, but for so long, and some women aren't going to be with that.
Listen, if you're doing some coffee dates, you better have some Starbucks points. Use some points. Get some free coffee. Get your cafe on macchiato or whatever.
All right, all
Shit.
right. So, moving off of this topic now, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Nagging. Nagging is my biggest pet peeve.
When somebody asks you to do something,
That's not nagging.
no, no,
That's
no. I know it's not nagging. When somebody asks you to do something, though, how many times do they have to ask before you'll do it?
depends.
Well, that's when
It
the
depends.
nagging usually sets in.
No, that's not the nagging part. But I mean, you asking me to do something, and I take along. I mean, mind you, if I didn't do it when you asked me to do it because I was doing some other shit, a little different. But nagging of, oh well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? That's the nagging part of accusing you to do something else. So well, this guy did that. Well, my daddy did it. Stop.
Okay, well, yeah, that's different. I mean, I don't think you should get into, a game of comparing. Like, even if that's what you're thinking on the inside, I don't think you should articulate that,
Oh,
unless you're looking for a fight.
they do it.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying I don't think that's a good idea because it is sure to cause a fight.
Mm.
Like, I don't want you comparing me to no other biatch. Even if in your mind that's what you're doing, don't. If you come to me talking about, well, so and so did, well, then go be with that. Yeah, okay, for real. Anyway, all right. So moving on, home cooking or fine dining.
Um, home cooking.
Sherry, I should have asked you that question. Well, so I will.
Am I doing it?
Well, I'm gonna ask you too.
No, say, am I cooking?
I mean, are you?
I mean, I do cook, but I will always prefer going out to eat.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna go back to Rome. I just wanted to ask you that real quick. So, all right, Rome, who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Ooh, so many, damn. Um, I would say Reagan Gomez. She was one of my
I
celebrity
know who
crushes from
she
back
is.
in the
That's
day.
okay.
Yeah,
That's random. I mean, she's beautiful. Very random though. But okay.
different breed.
Y'all do not like to read, do you? What is the topic? It's 20 questions. So 20 random questions. I love when people like when I put my, my little flyer, in my story or whatever, and people ask me, so what's your show gonna be about?
Nothing.
Are you fucking kidding?
It's just people.
Now I'm not even gonna answer your question because like, are you serious? I
That's
don't
funny.
anyway. Okay, if you could have, oh, you know what? I didn't ask you this either, Sherry, but this is Rome's turn now. If you could have a superpower between X-ray vision, superhuman strength, invisibility, or time travel, which would you choose?
Damn. Oh, wow. It's a toss up between invisibility or time travel. I will go with invisibility. Invisibility. Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm robbing banks, all that, getting all that bread. F that.
All right. A preferred first date, a coffee date, a fun activity and a light meal, dinner and a movie, a high-end restaurant, or a concert.
Fun activity.
Okay. Um, so I see other people asking if they can join. I'm probably only gonna be on for maybe like another 15 minutes, maybe. So uh wait, save your money, leave them at home. What? I'm sorry, I'm just looking through some of these comments. Um, I'm up front, facts on the table, exactly, Ron. As it should be. Okay. I'm gonna come back to them. So I might be able to ask somebody else. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So who pays for the first date?
Oh man, that's a given.
They
I,
It's man.
nah, because some of them come on here like, well, it depends on who asks.
No, it's a man. I mean, let's be real about it. It's gonna be a man. There's no need to shuck and jive on. It's the man. And if you want to be the dude who want to shuck and jive, hey, figure some shit out. Use your
Not
points,
shucking
nigga.
jive though. Look,
Use your
so
points.
so let me say I do not think that is that a woman certainly can treat a man, and some women will ask men out and like they might take you out for a special occasion or whatever. That's cool. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's fine.
I don't think
That's
there's anything
fine.
wrong with
Listen,
that.
listen. When she makes the gesture like, oh, I got it. Hey, no, I got it. And that's I love that part. That's great.
But I will say that mm-mm. I will say that no, what I'm gonna say is um especially like in the phase when you're courting me and you want to be one of those fake traditional men, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a traditional man, but if you want to be a fake traditional man, like you want to be the head and you want to be in charge and you want to lead, but then you want me to um like you want to lead when it's convenient, and then otherwise you want me to wear the pants, and be the boss in other ways. Like now you want me to keep going in my pocket. Well, I'm drying up like the Sahara.
Nah,
Moving on. Anyway.
nah. Like gentleman just said, like you can offer leave a tip, but at the end of the day, listen, we still gotta
Yeah.
take care of it. That's it. Reality
First
life.
date.
Yeah,
It's the
first day.
first date.
Even
Okay.
even even after that, well, same shit. So
giving it all before. Oh, I'm sorry, Stacey. I'm reading your comments like it's
No,
my show.
no,
go
that's
ahead and
fine.
read them.
If
Go ahead
if
and
you
read
see
them.
something, if
Read
you
them.
see something that
Somebody
has
said offer to leave the tip or I'm ghosting you. So if she pay her, you want to leave the tip? Like, if you're gonna pay, you're gonna pay. In my opinion, it's like I'm not gonna ask you to leave a tip if I was paying. And then somebody said, giving it all before you actually not together. That's wild. But you want her to give you all that sex before you actually not together, right? So, I mean, I don't understand.
That part,
Like,
that part.
if she giving it up to you, you're gonna be like, oh, that's good. But when it comes to the money, now it's, oh, I can't
They
get in my pocket.
don't,
You can't
they
get in
don't
these
want to
pants.
spend a dime, but they want all the, they want all the vagina.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Someone said, then don't submit when it's convenient. I agree. However, I only submit when you show you are worthy of following. And half of y'all aren't worthy of being followed because you can't lead yourself. So why would you lead me down a rabbit hole? Nah. I love
Yeah.
submission, but to the right person.
Yeah, because okay. So just to digress for 1 second. I don't think there's anything, even though I hate the word submission, I don't think there's anything wrong with allowing a man to lead. I'm not saying that, it's challenging sometimes, right? It's when you have a strong personality, it can be challenging, I'm not gonna lie. But some men I feel like command that with the way they carry themselves, like they're decision makers. They, not because they're controlling you,
Right.
like it's just in the way they carry themselves. I do not think being a man automatically makes you a leader. I'm sorry, it does not. Okay, so if you have leadership qualities, right, then okay, that's different. But like, just because you're a man doesn't make you a good leader.
And I
Like Sherry said, you could be
also,
leading me off a cliff.
but I also think a lot of men have confused, and even women have confused what it means to be submissive. Submissive doesn't mean that you are controlling and that you don't take my opinion and my thoughts into account. If you are truly submitting to a man and he is truly leading, then that means that my ideas, my thoughts are accounted for, and then he's taking both of our ideas and thoughts, combine them together and coming up with the best solution. It doesn't mean that you just have control and I do whatever you say you want me to
That's
do. That's not submission in the true sense.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I,
Yeah, I
I, I
mean,
agree with that.
yeah, my take on it, like, as that whole submissive stuff. I'm not really that entrenched on that part. Listen, when I'm dealing with somebody, I want her to, I would still want her to be herself. I want her to not have to conform to say, oh, go back into the yesteryears of, oh, I got to be back this. Like, no, that's not life. I want you to have your voice. I want you to have your opinion. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to be yourself because I, you have a voice.
Right.
So I want to hear your voice. I want to know what you got going on. I want you to think because at the end of the day, I don't need to be your voice. Whatever I say does not go like that way because it's 2024. At the end of the day, listen, we trying to make money together. We trying to build. We trying to have a life together. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. It's not where what I say goes like that. I mean, if we're talking about certain things and certain aspects of it, where you've kind of identified where, hey, this is the actual what needs to happen because you are not understanding it. That's a little different. But just being a submissive or a submissive partner, nah, it's not. We gotta move past that part.
I don't. I look. I'm not saying there's a prescription for the way every relationship should work. I'm not a relationship expert. It's just my opinion that I'm sharing. I'm also not suggesting that there's anything wrong with submitting to a man or
In a good
uh,
sense, yeah.
people need to do what works for them. All I was saying as for myself is that I don't I'm not like just leading, I mean just following you because you have a peen. I'm not doing that. Like, you will have demonstrated that you are um a good leader, a good decision maker, and that you have not only your own interests in mind, you have the interests of us as a unit, right? So everything is not just about what you think we should do because it works for you. Like
Right.
Sherry said, you're taking me into consideration. But okay, so now I'm going off on a tangent. So let me
Bring it
bring
back,
that
bring it
back
back, bring
in.
it
And
back.
that's a whole subject
Sherry,
within itself, right?
it's your
Yeah, it
fault. It's your
really
fault. It's your
is. It
fault, Sherry.
totally
It
is.
is
So
my
anyway.
fault. It is my fault.
You got a
I
little
was
fat. You got a
responding
little
to
fat.
a comment. That's why. And I wasn't trying to be rude to that comment,
Nah, you
but
good.
That was just my opinion as it relates to that. But it is my fault. Sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
you good. You good.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. I'm just
please.
messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Okay, so yeah, one at a time is stressful enough. Get some stock in Starbucks at that point. Don't come here trying to present demands and ultimatums. Dating multiple women over costs more than my woman. What? I don't know what that. Better know how to cook if you expect me to fix it. Okay, I'm not. All right. I'm not mad at that.
Hey, you gotta fix it. Hey, listen, you want a handyman? Make sure your handyman got tools.
All right, I don't
Got
want to.
tools.
Okay, because we're gonna
Okay,
go
yeah.
back down
Okay,
down the
okay.
rabbit hole on that. So okay, so if you were married and caught your mate in the act of cheating, are you walking out and heading to divorce court, cheating back, or slow singing and flower bringing?
You already know what I do, so.
You, you can't do that. Why? Because you know where to hide the body.
I'm joking. No,
Say
it's not
something.
first 48. This is
Just
not first
kidding. We're
48.
just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No. Um, that's such a very touchy situation because listen, you're talking about putting somebody 6 feet under, and that means you're going to jail. Mm, that's I love my freedom, so I'm ending it, or I get mine back. But get mine back is to what cost?
Yeah, then it's just
This,
like ping pong.
so I'm out of here. Thank you. You are
All right.
lost.
What's something you plan to scratch off your bucket list in the next year?
Mm, bucket list next year. A threesome. No, joking. Um,
I
Okay.
was like, wait, what?
I'm like, that's not what I expected you to say, but okay. I'm
um,
saying if that's on the bucket list, hey, you know what?
um, I
The
would
more the
say
merrier, right?
I'll say probably skydiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I
would
thought
listen. I
about
would go again because I went before. Now the person I went with, my one of my other friends, was trying to convince me for years, and he caught me on the right day. It was very exhilarating, and at the time, um, when the guy asked me if I would do it again, I was like, absolutely. But that was 4 years ago now,
yeah,
5 years ago.
yeah, did it. I was like, okay, yeah, it's there. Like I've got friends who've done it, so I thought about it. And I'm like,
I
yeah,
I've
know.
done it. I never do it
Oh, you
again, though. I have,
did
but
it?
years ago, yeah, I did it years ago. And when they asked me, I'm like, oh, I would definitely do it again. Me now, at the age I'm at now, yeah, I'm good.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Like now that time has passed again, I'm like, I mean, it was an amazing experience though.
It
So
was
it,
definitely
it's
I need
was.
to make sure I
Definitely.
have like two parachutes or three
yeah,
parachutes because
they
if
do
that shit
have two
fail,
parachutes. They
okay,
have two parachutes. Well, they're
Don't do
supposed to.
it, though. Don't do it. Don't do it.
okay, that means I gotta find something else. Okay,
Don't do it.
All right.
I'll, t- I'll,
Right.
I'll give Stacey the reason why you shouldn't do it. And she'll give you the message.
Uh, okay.
oh,
All right.
she crapped the pants. Yeah,
No. Your favorite stress reliever.
stress reliever. Going to the gun range. Yeah, stress reliever. Yeah.
All right. Um, what's a deal breaker in a mate?
Deal breaker and a mate. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I will probably say the inconsistent lying.
How about lying? Period.
I mean,
Like that's
listen,
not.
people gonna fib. You gonna tell a little lie
There's
or
a
a little
difference
lie.
between a white lie and you
But
just
the thing
being
is,
a
but the
habitual
thing
liar.
is, once it starts like you're like, wait, what? Oh, you think I'm Boo Boo the fool? Nah, done. Nah, we out of here with that.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. What is a piece of advice you would give your younger self?
Um, get money early.
Mm.
Yeah, that for real.
Now I think about it, Stacey, I would tell myself not to go to college.
Oh yeah. Well,
Go to college.
so a few maybe like a month or so ago I did an episode on like college versus trade school versus the School of Hard Knocks. And I mean, I think, college is definitely not for everyone. And I think like, I think what I took away from that is if you're going to college, go with a plan. Like don't be, just doing your communications degree.
Right.
Don't just be doing your liberal arts degree with no plan as to how you're going to apply that, after the fact when you have a ton of debt, unless somebody's paying for you to go to school. But even at that, I still think that you should have
Listen, college was fun for me, and I'm still reaping the benefits from college with the networking associations I got
well,
from it. So I will say that part, I do love it. What I messed up on was tapping into the part of getting money early because someone told me about stocks from back then when I was 20 years old, and I did not understand it. Did I blew it off like, oh, get out of here?
right.
And next thing you know, we got freaking Boiler Room and all these other movies, Wolf of Wall Street. Where shit, that could have been my black ass making freaking money. I could have
But
been a Jordan
It's
Belfort.
not too
but
late. No, you can still make that
Oh, I'm
money.
making money now, so I'm good.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
I did my bed.
uh, okay, famous or anonymous?
mm, mm, famous.
I was gonna say that. I don't even know you, but I knew you was gonna say famous. I just get that vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
do
listen, follow me on
you
follow me on IG. Hit that ratchet me. Come on, follow
You
me.
follow me first, I'll follow you back.
Welcome to my world, man. Let's
the
get this
but
money.
the like you don't I think the cool thing about being famous is, being able to like get into different places and, exclusive and all of that. But like everybody knowing your every move all the time and like, the paparazzi and then like being there and falling off.
So here's the thing. You being famous, you kind of control you don't control everything, but you can control your experience. So as I move throughout society and life, if I'm moving in a good light, hey, they're gonna watch it. And I can kind of dictate what I need to do. As I meet people, hey, that's what's going on. At the end of the day, listen, if you're gonna be famous, you gotta treat people right. Not everybody's gonna get along with you anyway. Hey, there's people who don't like me right now. So at the end of the day,
We don't have that.
you don't like me
Fuck
right
'em.
now. I'm not famous. I'm this regular person. But hey, you don't like me. So if I become famous, hey, you don't like me. Guess what? It's the same difference. Listen, I'm just making more money now, or I'm just more notoriety. At the end of the day, you control your experience. As you dictate how you move throughout society, that's what matters. And if you want to be anonymous, okay, you can go ahead and be anonymous because guess what? You're just anonymous. But nobody knows what you do. Fine, go ahead, do what you do. Because listen, where I'm at right now, I'm anonymous and I'm still having fun. When I become famous, people think I'm famous. I'm still having fun. You control your own experience.
You do, but you become famous because you are, you have a particular type of, well, I mean, people become famous nowadays for all different type of reasons, but some become infamous, right?
Yeah.
Um, and and I think, being, I would imagine that being famous is, it's like a high that you're chasing. So when you're the flavor of the day, you're the flavor of the week or the month, um because there's very few people that are sort of in that rarefied space where they are like once they become famous that they stay there and people always regard them the same way. Most people that become famous is for a time period, and then they might not fall all the way off, but they don't have that same level of like
But see,
people are
here's the thing. You just said that key part. Oh, you fell off. Why did you fall off? Because the people who were attached to your, I guess your brand or whatever, they felt, oh, you're not doing you're not fulfilling their need. My need was not your need. I'm operating in my space. What I'm trying to do. I'm living my life the way I want to live it. You're just tuning into it because you feel that I'm entertaining you. I'm famous because of what? Either I was successful in business or I was an entertainer because there's a difference. Are you an entertainer? Are you a successful businessman? Are you an athlete? Where do you fall in line? Are you an influencer? Where do you fall in line? Because at the end of the day, like someone just mentioned, you have 15 minutes. But there's some people who've been living off 15 minutes for the past 50, 60 years. Is at the end of the day, it's what you provide to the public or how you live your life. How you live your life, you control, again, you're controlling your experience. Now, if somebody wants to tap into what's going on, it's how you're dictating it and how somebody perceives it. Again, that's also you having a nice PR campaign. You also doing certain things in society that says, hey, I'm not like them. This is what I do. Because you present a good image and then you also live a good life. At the end of the day, no one can say shit to you.
They
So
can't, however, oh, go ahead, Sherry.
the fame, do you want the fame because of the money or the fame because of the notoriety? Because there's a difference. Because I feel like
Oh yeah, you're
if
right.
it's about the money, you can be anonymous and have money and still do a lot of things that famous people do.
No, you're right. It's the notoriety, but again, with that
Right.
notoriety comes with what you're providing to the people. So as you live your lifestyle, if you're putting out negativity and if you're putting out negativity, there are people who are going to be, jump on that negativity aspect. But if you're putting out positivity, then there's people who jump on the positivity. But there's also that, again, it's how you are living your life. Because as you do certain things, people are going to look at you in a certain light. Because again, there's going to be people that's going to be on this side, there's going to be people on that side. Where do you want to be? Because if you want to be on the negative side, you're just going to do ratchet nonsense things. You're going to be a certain demographic. If you're on the positive side and you're living your life to big other people up, putting other people on, giving other people opportunities, where are you at? That's where I want to be at.
But you
Because
could
that's where I'll be
possibly
now.
be there, though.
Okay,
Sorry, not to cut you off.
because
We going in a rabbit
I
hole.
don't
Sorry.
understand how to play 20
I
questions. It's
I
boom,
know. I'm
boom,
sorry.
boom, boom. Like y'all, okay. But I get it. So you want to be famous? Got you. I got you. I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off, Sherry. I'm just
no,
saying.
you were right though,
Ugh.
because he was about to go down the rabbit hole.
All right. So, physically, what's more important to you, attraction wise, body or face?
Face. It has to be face first.
How would your friends describe you?
My friends would describe me as a clown, a party starter,
Not a
the
clown.
entertainer, because the clown, the fun clown, the
No,
funny
no, no.
clown.
No, I know. It just sounded funny though.
Because I'm all about everybody. I'm a Sagittarius, so I want to have everybody smiling and laughing around me. If you're got a smile, if you got a frown on your face, hey, I got to change that because I don't like that. It's about everybody having a good time, and I'm that clown. I'm gonna crack jokes, do all kind of shit. As you see, my IG is an extension of my reality. It's just me
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Hey, I want to entertain you, but just by memes." But at the end of the day, I want you to feel good because as you feeling good, you're gonna walk good, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna smell good. If you don't smell good, put on some deodorant. But at the end of the day, I want you to be in a good space. Because if we're doing this shit together, we're gonna have fucking fun. That's what life is. Life is about having fun, not about worried about bullshit, all that other nonsense. It's about living life and having fun, enjoying the moment and living the life.
You don't know how to
That's
play
what we
20
do.
questions. You
That's
all.
the same question. That's the same question. Now go ahead. Next question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is your life is your approach to life more YOLO or proceed with caution?
Pursue caution. Yeah, I got you. Because
Okay.
of my regular job.
Um, what do you consider your theme song? Like what describes you to a T? If it for the movie of your life. This is usually a hard question. I don't know if I asked you this,
You
Sherry,
did.
but
I'm glad you didn't.
Hmm.
I don't have the answer.
Um. Mm, you know what? Uh, what is the song? Oh shit. Um. Damn. It's like literally in my head. Is it?
God, we'll
Yeah.
come back to that one.
Yeah. We come back to it. I gotta remember it.
All right. Your favorite MC.
Jay Z.
Um, one of your most embarrassing moments.
You was gonna ask me that shit. God damn it. All right, so we're gonna have fun. Let's have some fun tonight. All right, so one of my most embarrassing moments. I have a whole bunch of
All
them,
right.
but let's go with this one.
Well, tell me the
All
shortest
right,
one.
this one I was in high school. Yeah, I was in high school. Decided to indulge in some activities, and yeah. So yeah, we did the do. We had our fun, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I took the thing off, right? And I didn't put it in the garbage. So yeah, I didn't put it in the garbage, and it was like I forgot that I dropped it on the floor, and it was at my house, right? So yeah, she left. She went home. Da 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 da. I'm hanging out with boys and everything, chilling. Da 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 da. Come back in the house. Come back to watch Martin. My mom, I'm sitting right over here, and she started yelling at me, and she goes, "What is this?" Yelling at me in Spanish. Caso, caso. And I'm like, "Oh shit." Yeah, I took the condom off. I dropped the condom off on the floor, and I forgot to put it in the garbage, and she found it.
Did you know that? I mean, rather, did she know that you were, that you were
No, she didn't know.
active?
She didn't
That you
know
were
I was.
activated?
Well, she kind of knew because from that was years prior. Situation happened, but the chick lied on me, so they didn't really. So she didn't really believe it. So it was like okay. So she thought I was great, but yeah, that time she found out I was, clapping cheeks. And
That's cringy.
yeah, and she found the condom, and she was mortified. And I got hit with a freaking chancleta 3 times. Think about it,
You should have.
three
I mean,
times.
come on now. You got to tighten up. All
Yo, I was
right.
like 16, 17 years old. I
Okay.
didn't. Okay.
Okay. Did I ask you your pet peeve?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Hmm. I would say Honduras, my own country, but I would probably say Monaco.
Okay, baller.
Hey, I'm grinding. I'm about to retire. I'm getting that money. Let's go.
Oh, true, true, true. If you could know how and when you will meet your demise, would you want to know?
No, I don't want to know. And yes, we do use condoms. Okay. Yes, we do use condoms. I'm not like my cousins.
Nah, listen, people out here thinking, the shit is not real in the field anymore. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us, grew up in the 80s, so
Listen, I'm 45, no kids. I done something right.
um not Kilkenny, he's crazy. Okay, so all right, I got two more questions for you, and then I'm gonna wrap it on
You know.
up. Mm, if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
24 hours to live.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I am trying to do as much crazy shit that I've ever fucking thought of. So I'm
Would
like
you do
doing a quick
drugs?
fuck
You
yes.
can't say that on here. You still look, you still the popo.
Hey, hey, that's 25 to live later on. So I'm having fucking fun. Like if I'm checking out, I'm having fun. Like
Now, what if
listen,
you did that and then you ended up, and then you ended up still being alive the next day? Now, now you a junkie.
I ain't no junkie. Shit, I ain't no junkie. Shit, we can bounce
No,
back.
because if you go like do some hard drugs, you might you might get caught up. I'm just
No.
saying. So
Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall.
need
And
a
we'll be
drug.
good.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So one more question for you, and that is.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
Um. See, this isn't gonna. it's not going to apply to you in the same way that it would apply
So
to
come with the
Sharon.
next question then. Come on with it. Give your friends some entertainment. Let's go with it.
Mm, hold on.
I'm drinking, by the way.
Did
I'm
I
whiskey,
ask
man.
you the indecent proposal question? I didn't ask you that, right?
Oh no, you ain't asked me that.
Okay, so I'm asking.
Indecent proposal? Fuck no. Hell no. Listen, I am not
Why
about.
though? Is it just the facts of it? Is it like hearing it?
So
Is it just a
so this
knowing?
this is my wife, right?
I didn't say it was your wife. I said it was it could be your wife, but somebody you're, in an exclusive relationship with otherwise.
Even though, still hell no, still hell no. Because here's the thing, money don't move me like that. If I'm in love with this person,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be with you. I don't give a fuck. Somebody going to offer me a fucking $1 million to say, oh, I want $1 million to sleep with you. Well, to
What if
sleep
they
with you.
offered you $50 million?
Fuck your $50 million. At the end of the day, you're my
You
what? You're my chick.
saying anything on here? Get your ass out of here.
Hell no. First off, you already know me. I don't bullshit. At the end of the day, I'm not about that shit. Because at the end of the day, listen, if I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm not about to hear some big Albanian dude with a gut out to here, way out here, talking about he's gonna start beasting on you. Like, no. At the
Oh
end
my
of the
God.
day, no. And I'm not about that. Guess what? My sanctity of my life, and so because here's the thing, I'm not about to be freaking the best man, like Morris Chestnut and the best man sitting back and, oh wait, you were getting banged out by some other dude.
It's
Like,
different
no,
though because they were best friends. This is like basically a stranger to
still
you.
don't
I
matter.
didn't say you should.
Here's the thing, she's my best friend.
Oh,
I
I don't give a damn
oh,
about
I
that.
like that.
I don't give a damn about that. Listen, I'm already making bread. Why do I need to worry about that 50 mil? For what?
you got $50 million?
I ain't got $50 million,
Okay.
but I'm gonna get
I
closer to it.
mean,
So I ain't gotta worry
wait,
about
you said
that because
you got close to it.
I'm getting close to it. So
Uh-huh.
why don't I need to worry about that? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Some guys are gonna be like, oh well, yo, Dan, that's $50 million. Okay, so $50 million for your chick, for your lady to get banged out by some other dude.
But why you have to say it like that though?
But that's the reality situation. Because at the end of the day, that's what's happening. Y'all want to cats want to get on her like, yo, that's 50 million. That's 50 million. Okay, 50 million. That guess what? She gonna get that. She gonna take that 50. You're gonna get the 50 million. But guess what? How much is she, do you get that 50 million, or does she get half of that 50 million, or does she take all that 50 million?
No, y'all will split it. Although the spouse who's not taking one for the team is
Oh,
not going to get. Is
so
not
now,
going to get. No, the
so
spouse
here's the
who's
thing. So
taking
now
one for
she's
the
gonna say,
team
That's
is
so
going to
now
the
get
she's
the
gonna say,
majority.
so now she's gonna say, well, damn, I'll take that 25 million now. Okay.
She gonna get more than half. She gonna get more than half because she did the hard part.
She's supposed to get more than half. Oh, she's supposed to get more than half. How about you get nothing? How about that? How about
60-40.
how about nothing and we live our motherfucking life? How about that? Because
Wait a minute.
keep on the bullshit.
A little live says, as the kids would say, cat.
Well,
Exactly.
listen, I'm a grown ass man. I don't deal with cat. I deal with real reality situation, a real life, real shit. So if I'm rocking with this woman and that's the lady who I'm trying to rock with, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not about the cap life bullshit. I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Fuck all that bullshit. Let's
Ah,
get real.
right.
Cats wanna stay with, oh yo, that's cat. That's real shit. I don't gotta worry about that bullshit. 50 million is what?
A lot of
Yeah,
money.
yeah. And guess what? I'm in a business, I'm in an industry where I can make that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, teach us the game, Ghost.
Well,
Okay. Well, so
watch me.
anyway,
Oh yes, follow me. We'll talk about it because I'll send you to my
yeah.
other IG and we'll talk
So
about it.
so put your IG in the chat for the folk. I think we've run through enough of these questions. So make sure you put your IG in for the people. So I appreciate those of you who have been responding in the chat. But we have been on here for a while, so I'm gonna wrap this up now. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Sherry, for for joining for the first time, but won't be the last, hopefully. Rome, you're a FOT, as they like to call them on Hot 97, a friend of the show. Yeah, that's what they call them, FOTs. Anyway, all right, so bye. Bye bye. Don't forget to put your IG in the chat. Thank you. Okay, so thanks y'all for hanging, and the episode will be on my YouTube. Go like, subscribe, and share. It's Becky Brown Girl, the same as my IG on YouTube. Come subscribe, and I'll subscribe back. Anyway, have a good night, y'all, and I will see you next week. Peace to fingers.